Chamkaur Sahib happened on Friday, December 23rd, 1704. 1704, important date. Write it down.
Wait, don't decide. No, wait.
December 23rd, my brother's birthday.
Wait.
So everyone started, the class started, we don't have our notebooks, and our pens. Chen, what am I going to do?
So Dimango, can I borrow some of your water?
You can go to the bathroom. Don't ask me for water. The water's so bad, go to the bathroom, get your water.
So years ago.
Take a trip around the Gurdwara. What you need to do.
So years ago.
Alright.
No.
Guys, come on. We're going to have a 2-hour class? Alright, so I told you this, I just told you this, right? Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj buys a piece of land. Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj buys a piece of land when he was Guru. Yes? From the Hill Rajas. It's a huge piece of land, like the size of a city. And he calls it Chak. He names it after his mother. Who remembers Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's mother's name? Raise your hand, raise your hand. Kabir. Yes, not Bebe Nanki, Mata Nanki. Bebe Nanki ji was, yes. But yes, excellent. So the name of the town is Chak Nanki. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji calls it. Then when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj becomes Guru, he establishes it as Anandpur. So Anand means what? Bani, what does Anand mean?
City, internal.
Look here.
Internal, but
Yes, because it says it there, but you know what Anand means. Yes. So Anandpur, the city of bliss, happiness, eternal bliss. Sachkhand, the works, right? So what happens is after the Shahidi of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj, there's a lot of anger among the masses. Okay, he was very beloved. He was a champion of the people. People loved him. And when the Shahidi happened, they were really, really very angry. Okay? There's a lot of anger among the people. And then now they flock to Anandpur Sahib. Okay? They flock to the city of eternal bliss because that is a pocket of the entire empire of Aurangzeb that there is freedom. Alright? There's a pocket of freedom in this. Remember that map from last week with the entire country was almost under the empire of Aurangzeb? So this is a pocket of freedom. What is it, Ajit?
Pocket of freedom.
Freedom, yes. So freedom in Anandpur, the Khalsa is? I want to hear it. Khalsa is free. The Khalsa is always free. Even here we are free. We are free to live as we wish. We are free to dress as we wish. We are free to practice as we wish. Yes? Alright, so in Anandpur also there's freedom of worship. You don't have to write this down. Just listen, understand. I'll tell you what you have to write down. Freedom of worship, freedom from oppression, right? The entire empire of India, Aurangzeb, he's got this thing where if you don't become Muslim, he will kill you. That's crazy, right? Can you imagine living here and the official law is that if you don't become Christian or if you don't become Muslim, they're going to kill you. Can you imagine? But that's how it was. And so Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj established the city of Anandpur, and you could live there as you wished in freedom.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes, Ajit.
Is Anandpur like, is it city of Anandpur like America, where people can believe what they want, and they can come from wherever they want and find refuge here,
Yes,
and like stuff like that? They're like, it's like modern day America?
somewhat, yes. In terms of the whole philosophy, yes.
Yes.
The Sikh principle, the Sikh ethos is very similar to the Declaration of Independence. All men are created equal, or all people are created equal. Right? So this is a very beautiful line, which I'd like somebody to read. Who would like to read? Monica. How are you doing? You're directly right in front.
Yeah.
All right. Satguru ki seva gakri siddhi je aap gawaye. What does it mean?
It is very difficult to serve the true Guru, offer your head and eradicate self-conceit.
Self-conceit. What is self-conceit? Do you know?
No.
Conceited. Do you know somebody who's conceited?
No.
You guys don't use the word conceited?
No.
I use the word. We use it all the time. You're so conceited. You don't know the word conceited?
Yes, we
No.
What does it mean?
do. Like self-obsession.
Yeah, obsessed with yourself.
So
Ego.
why can't you
Like,
just put
guys-
self-obsession?
You don't use this word
Egoistic.
all the time. So conceited.
Eradicate ego.
So someone who's full of themselves, right? So that's us. We're all full of ourselves, right, Jan?
She broke 2 of my pens in 2 classes. I'm sorry.
So she's eradicating.
I said. And then the first one she
Full of
broke it and then she
themselves.
left it in the last
Who's
one.
full of themselves in this scenario?
Read.
What?
You just pointed to Bonnie breaking and now Reed is full of it.
No,
I didn't
Reed broke
break
it.
it.
Reed
I
broke
have
it.
to keep a notebook to keep track of all
It's
this.
Reed breaking.
All right.
She
So
never gives me a
when we eradicate our ego, so we remove our ego. All that is we think that we are, right? It's very difficult to offer your head. We are offering our head to the true Guru. When we matha take to Guru Granth Sahib, that is the symbolism. We are removing our ego, our way of thinking. So we bow before we touch. We want to leave our ego, our way of thinking, and adopt the Guru's way of thinking, Gurmukh. So we are Manmukh, we bow, we touch our feet, and the symbolism is that Guru, give us your way of thinking. Give us the Gurmukh way of thinking. Yeah? All right, Monica, can you read the next one? Come on, let's do this.
One.
Shabad.
Shabad.
It's in English too, man.
Shabad.
Can you read Gurmukhi? Or not so good? Thoda, thoda?
Yeah, thoda.
Okay. Shabad.
Shabad mere.
Mare, good.
Mere fir na mere ta seva pavi sabda.
Look at that, very good. So what does mare mean? What does marja, mare, maro?
Die.
Whoa! That's one of the 3 words of Punjabi you know.
But Dana means doesn't die.
Alright, so Shabad Mere. Those who die, Amolek, you listening? Those who die in the Shabad. That's what it says, right? One who dies in the word of the Shabad shall, Kabir, what does it say? Shall never?
Shall never have to die again.
Wow! If you die in the Alright, so the one who dies in the Shabad will never die again. Alright, this is very meaningful. If we die, we give ourselves to the Guru, we become immortal. That's what the Shabad is saying. Okay, if we die, the word they use is die in the Shabad. You're totally absorbing yourself, you're losing yourself in the Guru Shabad. Are we getting this? When you lose yourself in the Guru's feet, in the Guru Shabad, you will never die again. Yes, Kabir?
Does that image have to do with anything?
Oh, this is Baba Jujhar Singh in battle, man. This is incredible. I'm going to get to it later. I'll show
I
you a
have a
bigger
question.
version.
Even if you don't die in the Shabbat and you just die, how will you die again?
Say it again? No, ask the
even
question.
Even if you don't die in the words of the Shabbat, how do you die again? Like it says you don't die again.
Meaning, it's poetic, it's metaphorical. So we're talking about spiritual death, we're talking about actual body death,
Okay.
right? What happens is we don't remove ourselves from our bodies, okay? Like by Mani Singh, by Mati Das ji, who's being sought alive, Amolak, he's being sought alive, okay? That is not by Mati Das, okay? By Mati Das is in Anand. By Mati Das lives in Sachkhand, okay? Mati Das, the soul, is not really connected in that way. So the pain is not being felt, all right? Bring me your book bag. No, bring me your backpack. I'm going to do a demonstration. So this belongs to you, right?
I think.
There goes my example. All right, take this out. Just take this out of it.
What? Take what out?
Whatever you have. Yeah, just take it out. So everything of value is gone, right?
No.
It is gone. Let's say it for the sake of the example. Okay. So this backpack belongs to a molek. This belongs to a molek. Yes?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. But a molek is over there. His backpack is here, right? This belongs to the name on here is a molek. Yes? Let's just say for it is.
It does?
All right,
It
so
doesn't?
now if I tell him, listen, if you don't become a Muslim, I'm going to cut this in half,
Go for it.
right? What did you just say? Say it again.
Go for it.
All right, so by Mati Dashi, try to understand this. What I'm saying is very meaningful. All right? By Mati Dashi's body is separate from by Mati Dashi. The Mughal said, become Muslim or we're going to cut your body in half. And he said,
Go for it.
that's exactly right. It's funny, but that's exactly what happened. He doesn't care, right?
No.
He cares a little bit. Let's say you care a little bit.
I do.
It's not even his. I don't know where you picked it up from. All right, are we getting this, right?
Yeah.
So the shaheeds, the body is separate. Their name is on it, but they are removed from it. All right, so if I tell him I'm going to burn this,
Go for it.
go for it, right? Or I'm going to boil this. If you don't become Muslim, or I'm going to boil this.
All yours.
That's what happened. By the Allah said, do it. I'm not becoming Muslim.
Count my bag now.
Thank you. Yes, it is your bag. Oh, actually, it is. Look, it is his. It says a mullah.
Wait.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes.
Poor bag.
So the Panch Pyare, what happened on Vaisakhi, right? Guru Gobind Singh Ji takes out his sword, right? And he says, I want a head, right? It goes back to the Shabbat, those who give up their head, right? So 5, 6 come forward and they offer their head. He takes them into the tent. He cuts their heads off, right?
He does.
And then he rejoins them. Shh. He rejoins them, right? And he brings them out. So they died. It's very symbolic. They died. They gave their heads. The Guru gave them his head, in a sense, right? His way of thinking. And they came out. They had already died in the Guru's feet. They will not die again. All right? The death has happened. The spiritual, losing yourself in the Guru's Shabad, losing yourself in the Guru's feet has happened. So when the body dies, they don't die. The soul moves on. Yes, Amala?
Did he actually cut their heads off?
Yes.
So they died.
This is not today's
And
discussion.
then they born again.
It's
and then they
however
died.
you want to believe it. So, yes, I believe he did cut them. Guru can do anything and everything. He did it in a tent, though, so we don't need to discuss it. Okay, he did it by choice in a tent.
All we know
So we don't need to discuss what
is
happened.
like goat blood on them.
All right, so by there, shh. Ajit, you can't have a constant commentary on everything. Give me 5 minutes of no commentary.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bhai Daya Singh, these are the Panch Pyare. Where are they from? Bhai Daya Singh is from Meher. Bhai Daya Singh is from, can you see it? Punjab. So he's Punjabi. Yes? Second Panch Pyare is from
Uttar Pradesh.
Meher. Stick with me. You don't have to write this down.
I want to.
Meher, Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh.
And Himmat Singh is from
Orissa.
Orissa, which is in way down south. Okay? Bhai Mokam Singh is from?
Gujarat.
Does anybody know any Gujaratis?
Yeah.
Yes.
There.
Right? Are they Punjabis?
No.
No, they're not. Right? They speak a little different than us. Their traditions are a little different, right? Their way of thinking is a little different. And Bhai Sahib Singh Meher is from? Bidar, Karnataka. Karnataka. That's way south. They speak Telugu. So these three speak completely different languages. Uttar Pradesh, they speak Hindi. He speaks Punjabi. The reason why I'm bringing this up, okay? Only one of the... Tani, we have a question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, are they sick?
Say it again.
Are they sick?
They're 100% sick. They're Khalse. They're the Panch Pyare. They're the elite Khalse. They're the premium Khalse who gave their heads. Why are you confused? Tell me.
Because I thought they were like I don't know these were the ones that I thought you were talking about people from Gujarat and they like sacrificed themselves.
Yes,
They did.
they were Sikhs, they sacrificed themselves to the Guru.
You can
But they were not Punjabis, that's what
I live in
that's the
America.
point I'm
I'm
making.
Sikh, bro.
Alright, the problem is that we equate the Sikh faith with a Punjabi faith. Alright?
I guess you know.
Alright. Maybe not. But there are a lot of people, they say, oh, Sikh, what is Sikh tradition? Bhangra, right? But it's not. That's Punjabi tradition, okay? He doesn't know how to do Bhangra, and he doesn't know how to do Bhangra, and he doesn't know how to do Bhangra.
But they're
Okay?
definitely Sikhs.
So, I made a light joke, but that's not the point. You're understanding what I'm saying. Stop
Yes.
it. You're understanding what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
We equate the Sikh faith with the Punjabi faith. What the point I'm trying to make is Guru Sahib themselves blessed people from all parts of India. This is relevant, okay? Remember this, it's on the quiz. The Panch Pyare were from all parts of India, not just Punjabi.
Wait,
So the chances are, you don't have to write all this down.
but I will send it on the test.
All parts of India, that's all it is. They're from all parts of India.
Wait,
They're not
what
just
language did Baidar?
Hindi, like a bridge, spoke Hindi. So my point is, when Bhai Himmat Singh came from Odisha, had a very South Indian accent, and when he read Gurbani, or he spoke Hindi Punjabi, it was probably with a very thick accent. All right? Trying to just understand what I'm saying. You guys are born here, most of you, all of you,
What? Oh, born.
Born.
You said born.
bored here. You are not bored in this class, trust me. It can be anything else. You're not bored in this class. All right. Does anybody go home and say Guldeep Uncle's class was boring?
Yes.
Wait, what? That's so rude.
They asked me how it was, and I said,
Thank you, Gia. 100 points for
or
Gia.
I said,
All right. The point I'm trying to make is when you guys sometimes sing a Shabad or pronounce Gurbani, sometimes it is with the wrong accent. Okay? And it's, what is it with your notebook? It's the fifth time you dropped it. All right, so what I'm saying is that sometimes the elders will smirk at the pronunciation or the accent. Okay? That is nonsense. Okay? What I'm telling you is, during the Khalsa, when they read Punjabi or they read Gurbani or they sang a Shabad or they spoke to Guru Sahib, it was probably with a very thick accent. Okay? Guru Sahib loved, they're the pyare, they're the Panch Pyare. Guru loved them like anything. Alright? So there's nothing that prevents you from becoming a good Sikh, from learning Gurbani, singing Gurbani, reading Path, and you should not be so concerned about your accent or Punjabi accent or lack thereof. Did anybody understand what I just said?
no.
Yeah, I got it.
Half of you understood. Only very
I
half.
know.
All right. So this is Baba Jujhar Singh. They grow up. Oh, this is a painting actually of the two Vade Sahibzade taking Amrit. Isn't that nice? So they took Amrit at a very young age. And so they grow up in Anandpur. They're learning sword fighting. They're learning battle. They're learning techniques of battle fighting. So now, because this pocket of freedom is in this oppressive empire, they want to eradicate it. They want to remove this place of freedom. So they, over 9 years, 8 years, 9 years, there 4 battles of Anandpur. He sends armies 3 times. They've been repelled. Guru Gobind Singh Ji wins those battles. Now on the final time, they send a huge army. The Hill Rajas get together with the Mughals. They called the army 10 lakhs, which is a million man army. I don't know exactly how much it was, but it was a lot of people. So what they do is, their battles, they try to defeat them. They're not able to penetrate through the fort. Then the Hill Rajas have this huge elephant who is trained for battle. So, in those days, the point of the battle was to break through the door of the fort and to enter. All right. So they send this. This is like a specialist of breaking fort doors, I guess. So they made him drunk and they send him to break this fort.
How do you make an elephant?
You got a lot of alcohol.
Just alcohol?
That should be your next assignment. Alright, so this is Bhai Bajinder Singh. Bhai Bajinder Singh ji, okay, he had a Nagini, that's the son of Bhai Mani Singh, and he matha taken from Guru Gobind Singh ji Maharaj. And he said that if you bless me, I will be able to take down this elephant. And he does. He takes his Nagini and he stabs the elephant. The elephant is wounded, turns around, and runs over his own army. He ran over the Mughal army. So this is a magnificent little story. Name is Bajinder Singh. It's on the quiz.
Wait, is it quiz today?
We have a quiz today?
It's on Canvas, the one you didn't do from last week. There's two now waiting for you.
Can we just search
How do you spell it?
Bachitter. Bajinder. Bajinder Singh.
Is there actually 2 quizzes that I haven't taken?
You didn't take last week's, I think. It's on Canvas. You guys gotta go on Canvas. What?
There was a quiz last week.
It's on Canvas. The class is on Canvas. And yes, Ajit.
But I thought the Hill Raja I thought the 6 helped the Hill Rajas.
Help them when?
Like Guru Teg Bahadur.
No, Guru Hargobind Sahib helped their grandfathers. They were ungrateful.
I thought
So their grandkids were against the Gurus.
ungrateful.
The history is not full of completely grateful.
This is like payback.
Alright, payback.
I'll pay you back with
Alright, so now the siege of Anandpur goes on for 8 months. That is important. 8 months. Alright, so now they've surrounded the entire city. Yes, Monica?
Wait, what goes on for 8 months?
The siege. Siege means surrounding the entire city. So they block it off. It's called a siege. Where you surround it and you don't allow anybody in or out. Okay? So you don't allow supplies in, you're not allowing water in. So the city has some limited supplies, right? People are getting hungry. Yes, Gia. So you're surrounding the city, so there's no food getting in, there's no water getting in, there's no supplies. So people are getting hungry, people are running away. Okay, in the middle of the night they run off. So now the city of thousands is now there's 500 left. Okay? So now the Hill Raja sent a Pandit with a copy of the Gita, signed, and a cow, a mud cow where they swear on the sacred cow that if Guru Sahib leaves Anandpur, Guru Sahib and the Khalsa leave Anandpur, that they will not be harmed. Okay, this is the guarantee that they're going to give. So they want the town, they want Guru Sahib to leave, and so that they can take over the entire city. Yeah? So that is the guarantee they're giving. Guru Sahib calls their bluff, says this is nonsense, they're not going to do that. As soon as I leave, they're going to attack us. So what he does is he sets out these fake bullock carts with crap in them, and he sends them out just to show the Sikhs. And as soon as they go out, they attack them, and they steal everything from them. And Guru Sahib tells the Sikhs, see, this is their guarantees. This is their oaths that they're taking. So this is part of the Quran, the comic again, all right? So now, and a few days later, then the Muslim priest comes in with a signed copy from Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb himself, the Emperor of India, signs a copy of the Quran, their holy book, saying that I guarantee that if you leave, you will not be harmed. Okay, Guru Sahib again does not believe it, but the Sikhs are so, they're not scared, they're tired now. They're tired, they're desperate. They're not desperate, tired,
Hungry, thirsty.
frustrated. Hungry and thirsty, yes. So they're telling Guru Sahib, let's agree, let's leave.
S-I-E-G-E.
Where is it?
On the second comic, the bottom.
It's S-E-I?
S-I-E.
Oh, so Chan was right. S-I-E-G.
You were.
So were those
Yes,
people
by
who-
default.
No, she was wrong. Because she
She
said,
said,
read you wrong, and then I said, you wrong.
Alright, so now in the middle of the night, they don't tell them which night, but it's a moonless night now. So this is the old days, there's no street lights, there's no lamps. Moonless night means it's pitch dark, right? So now they leave now. The Khalsa from Anandpur, they leave, they're being guarded on 3 sides by armies of 100, 106. So, very important. There's a lot of very beautiful paintings of this moment. This is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj on a moonless night, leaving Anandpur with his family. Very important, the army was now only 500. Okay? From tens of thousands, it was only 500 left. Got it?
No, wait.
So I said
go back.
500, that's the only number you needed, 500. Army was 500 that left. So when they leave, it's dark, the Mughals know something's happening, they don't know what's going on. They don't even, there's so many of them, there's no uniform in those days. They start killing each other, there's chaos. This is like the Hill Raja's armies are Hindus, they don't know what's going on, they're like fighting. They start killing each other. So Bhai Bachitter Singh, Baba Ajit Singh, these are armies protecting the center procession going through, right? So there's little battles. There are 100 soldier battalions. And this is another very beautiful painting. This is Mata Gujri of this Chote Sahibzade leaving. In the pull-out card, there's other family members. And, you know, there's so they were duplicitous. Meaning they didn't, they were not honest. So that as soon as the families came out, they attacked them. Yes, Kabir?
Do you actually have these comics?
Yeah. Where do you think I'm getting this from? Yeah, I scanned them at night after the soccer game.
That's Monday night soccer. Monday night soccer. My dad.
No, I recorded the game. I cut myself off from social media. And actually, at 8:30 at night, when I was supposed to be working on the class, I watched the soccer.
Oh.
Yeah,
I got late.
people will
When I got up, I said I didn't do this.
I thought he was talking about.
So this is now, so there's a huge, there's a lot of fighting, and now they're reaching the Sirsa River, the river Sirsa, okay? They have to cross this river to get away from the Mughals. Now it's raining very heavily, the Sirsa River is now flooded, okay? Now they have to cross it. 500 people have to cross it. So now there's battles going on. This is a painting, not a very good one, of the crossing. Look at this one, this is pretty terrifying. I don't know if this is accurate, but someone drew this.
Everyone is very.
That lady looks scared.
Why do they?
Right?
all
Everyone
make
does.
some-
Yeah, I don't think this is accurate,
Why
but
do people
someone
on
drew
the
it.
right
Yeah.
look like they're like walking on water?
Yeah,
Which one?
A piece of stone.
Oh, that's
Yeah, they were like on the banks of the river. Anyway, so Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade get separated from the main group. Alright, that's important. They get separated. So Mata Gujri Ji, the chef, the kitchen chef, and the two Baba Fateh Singh and Baba Zorawar Singh are separated from the main group. Bhai Bachitter Singh also gets wounded. 100 of his soldiers also get shaheed in the crossing. Baba Ajit Singh is also fighting. So Guru Sahib now crosses the river, and they go down here to Ropar, and they reach Chamkaur side. Look how many are left.
43.
43. Only 43 left, okay? 46, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Jujhar Singh. 3 of them, 46, 43. So this is another place they stopped. A lot of nice artwork about this whole event. They reach Chamkaur. Chaudhry Budhi Chand offers, he has got like a home outside the city, which is built like a fort. And so he offers Guru Sahib that go there with your 43. And Guru Sahib is going to make a last stand. So he agrees, and they reach the fort of Chamkaur Sahib. It is now nighttime. They're all tired. They're all exhausted. Many of them are wounded. They're bleeding. Look what they do. Okay, this is a very beautiful painting of them reaching. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj reaches the Chamkaur fort with Baba Ajit Singh and Baba Jujhar Singh.
They stand up and
They
fight.
do Rara Sardabat. Okay, they sit down with all the 6. And Guru Sahib tells them that tomorrow is a very important day and we are going to be shaheed tomorrow. Can you imagine? And he tells them to get rest and they'll need all their strength for the fight the next day. So the morning of December 23, 1704, the Battle of Chamkaur begins at sunrise. Okay? The beating of drums, the arrows. The first part of the battle is arrows, okay? You're throwing because it's from a distance. So the first part of this battle is arrows. Kabir, you listening? Arrows, right? Because it's from a distance, right? We're not doing hand-to-hand combat yet. This is from a distance. They're throwing arrows here. We're throwing them back, right? Bows and arrows. The Khalsa, we did not have any guns. We did not have any cannons. The enemy had cannons, they had guns, they had swords, they were very well supplied. We had swords, spears, bows and arrows, and these really heavy clubs. No!
This is
No, it's not.
in the morning.
Alright.
And if anyone has left any classroom windows open, please close all
That's
windows
us.
before leaving.
Remember last week we opened it?
Right.
We forgot this place was 49 degrees. That's for us. Just say Guldeep. We got a call yesterday from the cleaning woman saying it's 49 degrees upstairs. What's going on? We're like, someone have AC.
One last message. We have about 10 water bottles in the office. If any students do not have their water bottle, please come to the office and collect your water
They
bottle.
need to fix this
I
feature.
need to supply you with a dozen water bottles. What? Oh, it's not working? What's not working? The water thing?
No, this.
Oh, this.
It's right above
It works in the other class.
My voice works. Alright, so Guru Sahib is. Alright, so Guru Sahib stations himself at the top of this tower. He's a very inspiring figure. The enemy can see him, okay? And his Sikhs can also see him, very inspiring. He's at the top of the tower there, of the fort. Now finally, the arrows are done, right? So now they're going to go in groups of 5. Open the door, groups of 5. Khalsa are going to go and fight to the death. Alright? This is how we're going to engage with the enemy. Alright, so 3 of the 5 Panch Pyare were also shaheed in the Battle of Chamkaur. Alright? Bhai Daya Singh, Bhai Dharam Singh survived. Bhai Himmat Singh, Bhai Mohkam Singh, Bhai Sahib Singh were shaheed in the Battle of Chamkaur. So 3 of the 5 Panch Pyare were shaheed. You do not have to write this down. But listen, 3 of the 5 were shaheed in this battle.
again.
Also Bhai Jata Ji, who took the head of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj from last week, remember? He became Bhai Jeevan Singh. He took Amrit, he became Bhai Jeevan Singh. He was also shaheed at the Battle of Chamkaur. Okay? Another nice painting, a lot of nice artwork about this battle. There's another piece of art about the battle. It's probably pretty true of how it looked. It was probably muddy, chaos. But the Khalsa fought very bravely and held everyone off. So the Sahib Sadeh are called Baba. Baba Ajit Singh, Baba Jujar Singh. Baba we normally call to an elderly person, someone who has wisdom. So they were mature beyond their years, right? Brave, courageous, fearless. So we call them Baba Ajit Singh. So Baba Ajit Singh at 18 years old tells his father, it is now my turn to go and fight. So Guru Sahib blesses him and he goes out with 5 other Khalsa and they fight to the death. There are big rewards on the body of the sons of Guru Gobind Singh. So, there's a reward on the of who kills the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. So every person in battle has a little thread on their arrow. All right. So what happens is when there's a battle, okay, and he's hit with a spear, he's hit with arrows, he kills like 70, 80 people. They finally succumbs, and as the body falls, now everyone's is throwing their arrows at him. Okay, is piercing him with their arrows to get the reward. So yes, they say almost 200 to 300 arrows hit the body of Baba Ajit Singh because they want to get the reward. So later the Mughals go and they find the body and they see whose arrow is there, but now everyone wants a reward, so they keep. So, very beautiful artwork about this battle. This is Gurmat Singh, a great artist. Look at this, huh? Pretty ferocious. It's Baba Ajit Singh. Is that cool?
Yeah.
He's got his feet, man, on this guy's chest.
Oh, he's gonna kill
Awesome. Yeah. Another one. Whoa. Look at this. That's pretty true to what probably happened. It was probably chaos. Right, everyone hold your questions to the end, man. Gotta finish this. Alright, so 14-year-old Baba Jujar Singh asks Guru Gobind Singh Ji for permission to go into battle. I will stay here afterwards for questions. You guys can come and ask me questions. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Spy Daya Singh comes to him, he goes, you don't even know how to fight yet. Okay, he's done mock battles, play battles. He's 14 years old, now he's going to go and fight with experienced warriors, right? So he goes, yeah, I don't know, I may not know how to fight, but I know how to die. So that's what he says. It's very beautiful actually, right? He said, I know how to be Shaheed, so I want to go out. Yeah? So Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, the one thing, beta, I don't want you to turn your back to the enemy. So if a spear hits you, I want it to hit you in your chest, not in your back. Do not turn your back on me, because you're going to get scared. A 14-year-old is going to get scared and run. So he's concerned about that. So Baba Jujhar Singh fights. Yeah! Look at this.
He's
This is
not
great
with 14.
painting. Look at this. Wow, that is cool, right? I love this painting.
Keep it off.
Well, you said he doesn't know how to fight.
Yeah, but that's awesome. Huh? He knows how to do that, so that's good.
Someone else has drawn now.
Alright, so this is Baba Jujhar Singh, right in battle. And then finally he does take a spear to the chest. They say as he fell, he turned and he looked at his father. He said, see Dad, I took it in the chest. And he falls. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji saw that and he let out a jaikara in victory. My son didn't take the spear in his back, he took it in his chest.
And he died.
Yes. He was already dead.
Oh yeah.
Right? He didn't die. Baba Jujhar Singh is even alive.
He died.
So these are his bodies. Yes, his body perished. So this is the city, the dead bodies of
Yeah, it's a movie.
Sahibzade. Yeah, that's from the movie, right? I
Yeah.
couldn't find any other painting. No one painted their dead bodies, I guess.
Yeah.
So the fight goes on. At night now, there's only 5 left. There's Guru Gobind Singh Ji and 5 other Khalsa left. You don't have to write this down. And what do? They do it right outside the park. The fighting ends at sundown. At sundown, Guru Gobind Singh Ji had not lost the battle. Enemy had not won. Guru Gobind Singh Ji had not lost. Very important, okay? The entire, from sun up to sundown, they could not defeat 46. So they did a Rasa the part and they thanked Vaheguru for a great day. Alright? Jo mare fir na mare. Right? When you died already in the Guru Shabad, that second death is not really a death. So then Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, tomorrow is the day that we're all going to be Shaheed, even I'm going to be Shaheed. Then 5, 6 come together. And if 5, 6 come together, they are the Guru's Roop. Okay? So they command the Guru that you will now leave Chamkaur Sahib in the middle of the night. He said, Guru Sahib, if you leave, you can make hundreds of thousands of other Sikhs. And if you die tomorrow, Sikhi will be finished. And that did happen, okay? Within a year, there were 200 to 300,000 new Khalsa. Yes. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji agreed because he was ordered by the 5. So there was a man by Sangat Singh, one of the 5, whose appearance was very similar to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So he exchanged clothes with him. He took on Guru Gobind Singh Ji's clothes, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji wore Sangat Singh's clothes to escape, including his pagdi, his everything, all his clothes, right? So now in the fort is left is only 2 Sikhs by Sangat Singh and 1 more Sikh. Okay? In case you guys don't know, Dr. Bob is descended from Sangat Singh.
Really?
Yeah, he's a direct descendant.
Wait, I need to write that down.
Who said? You have your masks on. Who said that? Farsheen? Yes. Dr. Bob is a direct descendant of Bhai Sangat Singh. Anyway, so this was the last Shaheed of the battle the next day. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji escapes now in the middle of the night. Another very beautiful painting of that event. He escaped the battleground. He took off his shoes because the Shaheeds were there and it was sacred for him. The Khalsa Shaheed were on that battleground. He said, I cannot wear my shoes here. He took off his shoes and walked across. But there are still 40 bodies of Khalsa left. So this brave daughter of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, she's a 17-year-old girl. Her name is Bibi Chamkaur. Write that down. Sorry, it's a little. Can you see it? Bibi Harsharan Kaur. So she tells her mother that I hear that there's been a very ferocious battle, and there's 40 of my brothers, their bodies are on this battleground, and there's nobody there to cremate them. So she tells her mother that she's going to go, and she's going to take all the bodies and cremate them. And she does that. At the middle of the night, she goes, collects 40 bodies of men, and brings them to a funeral pyre, and she does their cremation. Okay? And she does sola sauta part, the part you do when someone dies. She does it 40 times. And as she's finishing, the Mughals finally see her. They come, they pick her up, and they throw her in the same fire. All right? So the final Shaheed of Saka Chamkaur is actually a young girl, Bibi Harsharan Kaur. She's not talked about enough, but this is part of history. And this painting was done actually by my daughter.
Oh yeah. She's a very good. She is a very good.
Herleen made that. She said there's,
She's a good
if you
artist.
Google it, there's like one other painting of this event.
No, she has an entire website.
So then Guru Sahib makes it to Machhiwada Jungle. And we'll do the Chote Sahibzade next week. And you have a quiz on Canvas. Most of you guys didn't do last week, so that's going to end today at 8 o'clock, and those who don't do it are going to get zeros. Trust me, there's 4 or 5 of you who have A's in this class, the rest of you have There's grades in this class. You guys are taking it too lightly. We're going to have parent-teacher conferences next week. And I'm going to, not next week, next month, in January. So I'm going to bring this up. Some of you guys just don't care. So you need to finish these quizzes. You have one from last week and you have one from today.